Hi, I'm Cece. I'm the worship pastor here at New Hope. And in the worship team, we believe in unity through worship and exercising our God-given talent for His glory. Our goal is to grow spiritually and in a deeper relationship with the Lord through the expression of worship and music, and bring the congregation to a deeper place of worship as well. If you agree with this and feel that God is calling you to our team, whether it be vocals and band, we hold auditions 1 to 2 times a year. Or maybe you're interested in being more behind the scenes in tech, cameras, or live streaming. There's no experience necessary. We can train you. We do require Thursday night rehearsal at 6:30 till about 8:30, and we provide childcare for you. And on Sunday mornings, we meet at 7:15 to start a rehearsal for Sunday service. So if you're interested in any of these, please contact me through email at cc@go-newhope.com. And the worship team is also involved in special events, worship nights, and other things here at New Hope.
Hi, my name is Pastor Jason Hensley. I'm the children's pastor here at New Hope. And the weekly structure, the usual structure that we have for kids ministry, breaks down into Sundays and Wednesdays. On Sundays at 9 and 10:30, we have kids church, where they will come. They're going to do worship. They're going to hear a story. They are going to discuss that story afterwards. We usually do a game or a craft or maybe 2 games. And it's a really good time on Sundays. Then on Wednesdays, depending on the time of year, because we don't meet during the summer, we have KSG. And what KSG is it is a chance for not only the kids to go deeper into the story that we talked about on Sunday, but it also serves as a chance for kids to connect with some friends. For our Sunday Kids Church, our age range goes from newborn to 6th grade, and then for KSG, it goes from preschool to 6th grade. And if you're thinking about using KSG for kids care during your life group, well, we still have nursery available for that as well. When it comes to kids ministry, there are 2 vital things. When a kid comes in here, 2 things should happen. 1, they should hear about Jesus, and 2, they should be safe. And if we have failed at either of those things, then we have failed completely. So let's take a second to talk about some of the safety precautions that we have here. When it comes to check-in and check-out, when parents check in, they will receive 3 tags. 1 goes on the child, and it has a security code on it. 1 will go on the volunteer's roster, which is basically a duplicate for them in case the child's tag goes missing. And the last one is another copy of the code that the parent will use to sign out their child. And in order to pick up your child, you must have that security code. And that just, once again, lets the volunteers know that you are the pickup. As far as background checks go, every single one of our volunteers that works with the kids is live scanned, which is a fingerprint. We look them up in the database, make sure that everything is good to go. And so security and safety of our kids is something that we take very seriously here at New Hope. Now, as for some of the things that we have going on outside of just Sundays and Wednesdays with the kids, we actually offer a lot on deck here at New Hope for kids. During the summer, we have VBS, which we call Liftoff here, which is Vacation Bible School. It's a week where kids will come, they're going to have fun. We offer it for free now, and they are going to hear about the gospel message during that week. Then we also offer basketball and cheer camp, volleyball camp, performing arts camp, as well as a slew of different after-school activities during times outside of the summer. If you want to find more information about some of those after-school activities, you're going to be able to find it right here on the side by me. Furthermore, we do have random events both on Sundays and in the middle of the week where we will have kids and parents and families come and hang out at New Hope for a variety of different reasons. So please always be watching in the announcements for some of those random events. Now, I'm sure you must be wondering to yourself, man, how do I get involved with kids ministry? How do I help these kids learn about Jesus and grow deeper in their faith? Well, to help you figure that out, here is our kids director, Brooke Price.
So a lot of people don't realize this, but our kids program here at New Hope is really run primarily by volunteers, just like you. Just people who aren't even necessarily in the education field, but they just have a heart for kids and they want to help make church a better place for them. All of our volunteers are background checked. Everybody over the age of 18 has gone through fingerprinting with the state of California. We also have an online program called Ministries, which is a sexual abuse awareness and prevention program. All of our volunteers go through that. Now, we do have adult volunteers, but we also welcome student volunteers. We have kids who are in middle school and high school that are really a great help to our program and do a great job in our classrooms. We have a lot of different things you can do to get involved too. We have everything from storytellers. Our storytellers come in and spend about 10 minutes sharing a Bible story with the kids. So if you're kind of a dramatic dramatic person and would love to do something like that, then let us know. That's a lot of fun. We have classroom volunteers and assistants, and they're the people that are really with the kids and walk them through the different activities and crafts and games and just kind of do church with them. We have special buddies. We are always looking for people who are willing to one-on-one with some of our kids with special needs and really make our program more accessible to them and their families. We have kids worship. Did you know we have kids worship? Just like our adult services have music worship, we have that in here with our kids too. So we're always looking for people who are not necessarily musicians because it's video driven, but who will come in and just have a great time with our kids doing worship for a few minutes at the beginning of service. We also need people who can help plan the many events that we have, and even just those creative minds. So if you're really artistic, if you're like a Pinterest king or queen and have lots of really great ideas, we would love to have your help in that area as well. Now, generally speaking, when we're talking about the weekly volunteers, we're looking for people who are able to volunteer at least twice a month. And usually they serve at one service and then attend one service. So just twice a month with that. So we're really looking for volunteers for our Sunday services that are able to serve a couple times a month. Usually what that entails is attending one service and then serving one service. So that's the kind of commitment that we're looking at. Another thing we want you to realize is that it's really important to us to help you find the right place to serve at New Hope. Now, Pastor Jason and I would love to have you come on board and try out kids ministry, and we will be happy to get you started with that. But I do think it's important to mention that if you try it out and you decide it's not for you, let us know and let us help you really get plugged into the ministry where you really can be blessed. So just keep that in mind too. So if you are interested in trying to get plugged in with New Hope Kids, you can contact me, Brooke Price, or Pastor Jason, and we will be happy to help you get plugged in, answer any questions you might have, and get you going on your next steps.
So the next ministry that I want to talk to you about getting involved in and just ways that you could serve is in our First Impressions team. So our First Impressions teams include people like our greeters, our setup team, our cafe, guest services, our security team, our worship environment, and our parking lot. We have a lot of people every Sunday that serve in these capacities. First Impressions is really important because when people come for the first time, we want them to walk into a welcoming environment. There is nothing worse, and maybe you've experienced it before, there is nothing worse than going to a church and nobody says hi to you, nobody gives you a hug, nobody shakes your hand, you feel like a ghost. And I do not ever want that to happen here at New Hope. I don't want anybody to ever walk on our campus and not feel like we haven't noticed them. And so there are several ways to get involved with our First Impressions team. The first are greeters. Greeters are really the first line of people showing up here at New Hope and just saying hi to people. Being a greeter is very simple. If you can do this, smile, and if you can shake somebody's hand and tell them, welcome to New Hope, you qualify to be a greeter. Now, it's great if we have people that are like people persons. They enjoy people. They have a happy personality. They enjoy welcoming people. We need you to serve in that capacity. We need greeters for each of our services. Again, we want to really have a welcoming atmosphere inside and outside here at New Hope. The next way that you can get involved is through setting up or tearing down. So we have people that come every Sunday morning, typically about 7:30 to 8 o'clock, and they help set up all of the stuff that we have outside, tables and easy ups and games and different things that we have. And so we're always needing people that can just come and really just kind of do some little grunt work of just setting some stuff up. Sometimes it's chairs, whatever events we have going outside. They just help set everything up so that our staff doesn't have to do it every single week. And so if you're interested in that, that would be amazing. Another amazing part of our church and of our welcoming atmosphere here at New Hope is our cafe. I mean, how great is it when you could go to church and you could get a cup of coffee, you can get a donut, you can get some snacks. It's so nice. And we have people that are on this incredible team that come every week just to serve. They serve in the cafe. They come early to make coffee. They cut the donuts or get the donuts ready, get the table all set up or get everything all set up with the snacks and the food. And they just really have this gift of hospitality, and they just want to be a blessing. Sometimes it's waters or drinks or whatever we're doing, not just for Sunday church, but big events that we have as well. And so if that's something that you're interested in, it would be amazing to have you sign up and be a part of our cafe team. Another team that we have is guest services. We have a gazebo outside that has a table, and this is really the focus of guest services are first-time guests. We have first-time gift bags or gifts that we give out to people that are there for the first time. You're also helping people that need directions to maybe a classroom or where something is, or maybe they have questions about the church, maybe they need a Bible, maybe they need to sign up for a ministry or sign up for an event. Our guest services takes care of all of that. And so if you are interested in helping us with that, it would be amazing to have you sign up for our guest services team. One of the things that we really love for people to do, and we have many people that do this, is they attend a service and they serve in another service. And so it'd be great to do that. Again, with these teams, you don't have to serve every week. We'll put you on a rotation, and a lot of our people may serve every other month or once a month, depending on the amount of people that we have in each group. And so you don't have to serve every single week. Another ministry that we have as a part of our First Impressions, and you might not even realize that they're here, are our security team. We have an incredible security team that people that work in law enforcement, people that have a military background, people that have a security background, we have an incredible team that makes sure that every single event and Sunday morning is a safe environment here at New Hope. They come early, they walk the entire property to make sure everything is safe. They're going in and out of classrooms and making sure their kids are safe. The youth are safe. They're stationed inside the worship center. They're stationed in the parking lot. They're all around. And a lot of times you don't even realize that they're here, and that's by design. But they do an incredible job making sure that every Sunday is a safe environment for you, for our children, for our teenagers, and for everybody that attends here at New Hope. If you're passionate about security, if you have a background, either a military background or a law enforcement background, or it's just something that you would like to get involved in, you don't have to have experience. Our leaders, Ted and Dana, do an amazing job at training all of the security team. And so if that's something that you're interested in, we would love to have you sign up for our security team. Another area in which you could get involved in is our worship environment. Helping people find seats, helping between the two services, align the chairs, because sometimes they get shuffled, after a service, or people leave their bulletins on a chair, or somebody, leaves a bottle of water, and it's just making sure that everything is nice for the next service. But it's also helping people that might have any struggles or any issues during the service, but also it's a big help just if people walk in a little bit late, helping them find seats. Another area, part of our First Impressions, which we're trying to form, we only have it for special events right now, and that's our parking lot team. And so to help direct traffic, make sure people are safe in our parking lot. And so if that's something that you're interested in, you could sign up with that as well. Again, if you'd like to sign up for our First Impressions team, we would love to have you. It's a great way. It's really a good initial ministry to kind of get plugged in on and really be a part of the life of what goes on here at New Hope. Thank you.
What's going on? My name is Maisha, and I'm the youth pastor here at New Hope. And just to let you know about our youth ministry, one thing that we are all about is making sure that each of our students, we want to create a culture of knowing that the students know, live, and share the gospel. That means they know what the gospel is, clear and defined, grace alone, through faith alone, in Christ alone, and they live in that truth, knowing that there is a God who loves them and also they can invite him into every space of their lives, not only in their daily devotionals, not only when they're at church, but also when they're at school, also when they're scared, also when they're afraid, and, dealing with whatever a teenager is dealing with right now. And lastly, we want them to share the gospel. right? The gospel isn't something we just keep to ourselves. We give it to everyone who's willing to listen. So that's just like a little bit of our philosophy and what we're about here at New Hope. So man, what we have for youth is every Wednesday night we're hanging out. Every Wednesday from 6:30 to 8 we're hanging out, we're playing games, we're worshiping God, we're reading the Bible, and then we're going to small groups to just dissect and talk about it. That's the main thing. We're hanging out every Wednesday. We have cool events, and then, you know, of course, during the summer we go to summer camps. And it's just a really, really great time. My life, even Pastor Rick's life, have been, and all of our lives here have been shaped in some way by youth ministry. And I'm personally honored just to be able to pay it forward. And if you feel that, like, that call in your soul from God to go lead and to go serve, or if you have a student that wants to come hang out in youth ministry, you both are more than welcome. You know, you're building trust, you're building relationships with these students, and ultimately you're just, you know, discipling them, hanging out with them week in and week out, right? So if you're feeling led, we have a lot of places where you can serve in youth ministry, right? We have, you know, you can be part of our greeting team where you're just greeting people, parents and students as they're walking in, and you're helping them check in. So then, you know, we have to verify that they were there. You can also help out with worship, you know, whether you want to lead or, you know, help out in the tech booth, you can serve there also. And those are our two main places. Thirdly, though, you can run games. You can help run games, which is a great icebreaker. It gets kids all just into, you know, what's happening. And thirdly, fourthly, what everyone does is everyone's a small group leader, right? So with any area you'll be serving in with youth ministry, ultimately you'll also be a small group leader, which you'll be leading and discipling your group of students. That's a really quick overview of what we do in youth ministry. If you have any questions and you want to reach out, just shoot me an email. It's Mijah, MIJAH, @go-newhope.com.
So I wanted to let you know about a few other opportunities that we have here at New Hope, ways that you and your family can get involved. And one is our preschool. A lot of people don't realize that we have a preschool that is Monday through Friday here at New Hope. It goes all the way down. We're getting ready to add actually a 2-year-old program. And so if you have a child or children and you're looking for a preschool, we have an incredible preschool here at New Hope where the kids have fun, they learn about God's Word, and it's just really a creative and wonderful and safe environment here throughout the week. So if you're interested in our preschool, you can contact our director, Tammy Marquez, for more information about our preschool. So another great opportunity that we have for your family is our after-school program. So our after-school program meets, just like it says, after school. They're usually in the afternoons, and we have amazing programs. We have a golf team. We have a musical theater team. We have people learn how to play the guitar. There's a dance team. There's an archery team. There's all kinds of amazing ways that you can get involved here at New Hope and have your family, your kids, be a part of this incredible program. Our director is Clint Taylor, and you can email him at the email address on the screen, and you can get more information about our after-school program, or you can go to our website as well and get information about our after-school program. The next wonderful thing that we offer here at New Hope is our sports program. We have an incredible sports program. We have girls volleyball. We have boys and girls basketball. Just an incredible sports program that's been going on for years here at New Hope. Pastor Russ Cox leads our sports program. You can email him at the email on the screen to find out more about the sports program and when the seasons happen, and how to register your children for one of our sports programs. Again, you can also look at our website, newhopeeastlake.com, and find out more information about all of our sports programs. Next ministry that I want to talk to you about are adult ministries here at New Hope. And those are our life groups, electives, men's ministry, and our women's ministry here at New Hope. So let's talk about our life groups first. Life groups are very, very important. I want to encourage you to become a part of a life group if you're not already. What life groups are is they are small groups of people that meet either weekly, some meet monthly, some meet every other week, but they meet together on a consistent basis. They hang out together, they study God's Word together, they pray together, they do life together. Our life groups are a very important part of our church. We want our life groups to be educational, we want them to be relational, and we want them to be missional. So we want people to build relationships, we want people to study God's Word together, and we want people to make a difference in our community together as a life group. So our life groups are made up of many different types of people. There are different types of life groups. There are life groups that study the weekly sermon every single week. There are life groups that do their own studies. There are life groups that study different topics or different books of the Bible. There are life groups for young people, older people, all stages of life, singles, couples. There are groups that just go hang out together. They play golf together. They go on bike rides together. They go to the beach together. There are life groups that do all kinds of stuff. And so I really want to encourage you, if you have not joined a life group, go to our website, newhopeeastlake.com, and click under Ministries and click on life groups and choose a life group that you will enjoy. Again, you can try out a few of them and see which ones that you like. Also, every year we have a big life group fair. When we're starting the new semester after summer, we have a big life group fair, and all the life groups are represented, and you can kind of go around and meet the different life group leaders and see which one is for you. But also, there's also room for you to start your own life group. We want to multiply as many as we can. Some meet in homes, some meet at coffee shops, some meet at restaurants, some meet here on the campus here at New Hope. And so there's really something for everyone. And again, if you can't find one that you fit in, start one yourself. Another big part of our adult ministries are our electives. So throughout the year, we will offer different electives here at New Hope. Now, electives are different than life groups because an elective is more of like a classroom setting, where a life group is more of an interactive setting, a discussion. You have interaction from everybody. And our electives are typically more of like a classroom type class. So we study everything from different books of the Bible. We might do a church history class, Financial Peace University, parenting, marriage. I know we have electives on overcoming grief and dealing with grief. We also have an incredible group that meets every Friday night here at New Hope. It's called Hope Recovery Group. And so if you have ever struggled with addiction in any capacity, every Friday night here at New Hope on campus, we have an incredible group of anywhere from 20 to 40 people that show up every Friday night. And you get sobriety chips. It's kind of like an AA group, but not the exact same as an AA group. But they do a great job, and there are people that have had struggles, that are going through struggles, and it's just an incredible group to be a part of on Friday nights. Another ministry is a part of our adult ministries is our men's ministry. And this is something that we really want to expand, where we have incredible men's events. Sometimes it's just sporting events and just having fun together as men. We also have an incredible women's ministry, where our women's ministry have different women's conferences, and they do fun nights together, crafts and games and all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of ways for you to get involved. Again, download our New Hope Eastlake app, go to our website, or follow us on all of our social media outlets, and that will help you keep up with all of the events that we have going on in our adult ministries. God bless you guys, and thank you. Thank you so much for watching these videos and joining us in this membership process. We're super grateful that you would be a part of this and become a new member here at New Hope. If you'll do one thing, there's a form that you need to complete. If you could complete that fully and submit that, that way the membership process is finished. You'll receive follow-up communication after you submit that. So just fill out that form, that membership form on the screen, fill that out, and make sure you get that submitted. And welcome to New Hope. We're so glad that you become a member here, and we're so grateful for you and your family.